Welcome back to another video on the Brembo channel, better known as Travis Benjamin. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to complete the new punch card for Chauffeur. So meters driven with passengers. Now a lot of people think automatically you have to use a vehicle such as a car, a truck, or something of the sort. But the fastest way to get this done, I'm going to show you. A lot of people forgot about boats, forgot about helicopters. I'm going to show you the fastest way to get this punch card completed. So here we go. Let's see how many meters we can get just in one single match. We're at 115,000. Let's just call it 115,000. Okay? Remember that number. So I'm going to go ahead and ready up. And we are going to see just exactly how much quicker this is going to be. So while we are waiting, I would like to take a second just to thank all of the subscribers and all of the following that we have gotten on this channel. We definitely appreciate it very much. Stay tuned for daily streams. Stay tuned for giveaways within the streams, random giveaways, and we should be hitting that 1,000 sub mark very soon. But alright, so we got the battle bus launching here in just a couple seconds, and we're going to go right here at the top of the authority and grab ourselves. Instead of using a car, what we're going to do is we're going to get a helicopter. And make sure you stay with the video until the end, so that way I can show you in fact how and if this actually works without using a car. Because there are a lot of people saying, it only works if you use a car. You have to use a car with a passenger. But if you read the punch card, it says just strictly meters driven with a passenger. So I'm going to get this helicopter here at the authority. And I don't even have to stay for the whole match. But this is going to be a much more efficient way and a faster way to get the punch card done. Now we're going to test it out and see if it in fact does work. So we have a passenger, which is my other account, and we are just going to travel some distance here. So if you remember, we were at 115,000 right before this video. Now if you think about it, if you had a car, you have to have the roads and things like that. With this, you don't really need anything. If you were using a boat, you need water. If you use a car, you need the road because the grass slows you down. Now with the helicopter, you can literally cover the most surface area, which is going to give you the most meters. So we're going to see if this actually works and see just how many meters you can get if you're trying to get this punch card maxed out quickly because you want to focus on some of your other punch cards. Then this, in my opinion, is going to be the best method for you. But like I said, we have to wait until the end of the video just to see in fact if this is the best way to go about things and how many meters we can actually travel. So we are just moving along here. As you can see, there is a llama, but I have no need to pick up the llama because I've already completed the punch card. Having the highest game level is not my objective. My objective is to complete all of the metal punch cards by the end of the season. So we are doing really good with that. I'm just going to continue to travel. Basically I've went from authority to dirty docks. You can go wherever you want, but I've covered quite a distance. I went literally across. Now I'm gonna go from all the way here to the west of Sweaty Sands, which means that I've covered the entire map from side to side, from east to west. And then I'm going to go back again. And then we can see just how many meters we were able to rack up. But in total, I would say that my metal punch cards right now are doing very good. I have, in fact, by the end of today, I should have about 45 or 46 complete out of 53. So, you know, I would say that's definitely way above average. And I have some others that are very close to getting completed as well. So maxing out every punch card definitely seems like something that is going to be tough, but with 3 weeks left and also a possible extension, you know, to the season, we we might be able to get everything completely finished, because the two hardest to get done that take just, you know, a ridiculous amount of grind are going to be the punch cards for That's a lot of damage, which to max it out you need to do 2,500,000 damage to players, which is just insane. And then for the trees, of course, lumberjack, you need a total of 100,000 trees, which, unless that was the only punch card you were focusing on, it would literally be, you know, an insane amount of trees that you would need in order to, you know, get that complete. So we are just going to continue to cover some more areas. So you see, we literally went back and forth across the entire map. So I can mark a spot. So look at, I'm going to be able to cover 600 or so meters just by going this, you know, this distance. So when we go over here, we're going to check and see what the meters would be if I marked the entire other part of the map. So let's see how far that will be. And if this works, guys, when I go back to the lobby and I show you guys, so let me mark a location. Let's say I marked over here, where I marked. Look, that's 2,000 meters away to the other end of the map. And we went there and back, there and back. So literally, I mean, there's really not a quicker way to, you know, get this done. I still got that lonely llama just, you know, relaxing, waiting for somebody to pick it up, waiting for someone to pick it up. Like I said, my objective is not to be the highest game level in the world. There are several XP glitches I put on my channel. If you're having trouble with your game level and you say, hey, you know, I really would like to, look how many meters I can cover in such a short, you know, time frame. Now, there's really, like I said, no other better way to do this. But that's if it works or not. So this is almost like a Mythbusters type of thing. Does it in fact work? Will I get all of the meters for traveling the distance using a helicopter? Or do you in fact need a vehicle, as many people kind of thought, based on the fact that it appeared to look like more of a vehicle punch card? And a lot of people kind of just didn't really pay too close attention to exactly what it said. So we're gonna travel a bit more. And like, for example, if you had a car, like, it would be really difficult to continue to just be able to do this. So I could end the video at this point, but what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to go ahead and continue the video just until we get to the end part. And you know, that way we can see in fact just how many meters we can get covered. I'm glad they made some changes to the copyright when it comes down to using the vehicles, because they were playing music that would copyright every one of my live streams. So you literally couldn't get into a vehicle even if you had the setting turned off. It was still playing copyrighted music. But it appears that they have fixed it now, so that's definitely a good thing. So we are continuing just to cover meters. Let's see. If we went all the way over here towards Salty, well, that's another 1,000 or so meters. Doesn't really matter what direction you guys go in, to be honest with you. You literally can just continue to stay in the sky. So this will also be a lot less grindy with the fact that if you are down on the ground, there's more of a chance you're going to, you know, be attacked, as opposed to, let's say you were at max height. You could easily do this with your friends or just with a duo partner and get it done way quicker. So that, and there we go. When we get over here, that will be another however many meters we marked, another 1,200 meters or so away. Now because I'm up in the air, the meters are going to be slightly different. You got to take into account the height that I am. So we got time, we can go out as far. And we are just going to continue to get this done, because of course you'll be able to, you know, fast forward through this video and see if it works at the end. So there's a supply drop there. We've already completed that punch card. Most of the punch cards are in fact completely maxed out, so we can only go about as far as, you know, the storm. So also another thing is you have to worry about the storm and things like that with the vehicle, to where if you're in a helicopter, the chances of, you know, really getting shot out of the sky, if you just stay to max height and you continue to travel around, it's going to be your fastest way. So I think you guys kind of get the overall picture of, you know, what we were looking to accomplish here. So in a vehicle, the average amount of meters, let's say you're using a bot lobby, you may get 10,000 meters if you're lucky, you know, and that's if you do it all match long and you continue to grind. The third thing with the vehicles, you have to worry about, you know, refueling. The vehicles run out of gas. The boats don't have any more water to drive on. You know, boats are still pretty fast on land, but they aren't quite as fast. So as this works, honestly, vehicles are the worst method to use. Vehicles are the slowest in order to get, you know, your punch card completely finished. Well, I mean, I guess that depends on a personal opinion on what zone you get, if you have a lot of water or not. because some of the vehicles are rather fast. But anyways, we're going to continue to see how many meters in fact we have able to accomplish here in just a single match. I'm not going to finish the whole entire match out, but I will go, basically here within the final zone, and then I'll back out and we're going to check and see. So we were at 115,000 when this video started. And you could just stay up here and still, travel from one side to the other and not really worry about, interacting with anybody. Just staying up at height and continuing to go back and forth on the zone. So you guys get the idea at this point. I'll go back and forth just one more time. Let me see how many meters. That's 290 to the ground. Obviously we're up quite a bit. Let's see if we look. So another couple hundred meters. Think about it. If you were in this final zone and you had a car, you would have already run out of gas, without a gas station. Or if you didn't run out of gas, you wouldn't be able to continue to keep a boat. And this way, like I said, it avoids enemy conflict. So this is what helicopter campers do to, win matches sometimes. They'll wait until the very end. Oh, we have gotten in. Now that we have a smaller zone, we're going to go ahead and leave the match at this point. So let's leave the match and check and see, in fact, how many meters we were able to cover within one single match. And I didn't even continue on until the very end. But let's take a look. So we're going to go back to our punch cards. So I was at 115,000. Now I'm at 133,000 without even finishing the match. So if you look at the difference there, that's around 18,000 meters that we covered. Now doing that in a vehicle is going to be difficult to do that in just a single match. So really there's literally no easier way to get this done. And I didn't even play out the whole entire match. If I would have kept going just back and forth at the top of the zone, I probably could have added easily another 2,000 meters or so. So I would say that to repeatedly get the most meters possible, like I said, this 18,000 meters you could probably easily do if you waited to the very end, 20 to 25,000 meters in a single match. So it's way quicker, way easier. You don't have to interact with getting your car exploded or refueling or running out of water if you're using a boat. This is the best way to get this done. So try this. Hope this helps. This is Brembo and I'm out. GG's.